Alright, so in the last video, we talked about special vowel combinations. And so in this video, we're going to move on and we're going to talk about consonants. Let me remind you very quickly what a consonant is. A consonant is any letter of the alphabet. Remember alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is the alphabet. Sorry, I'm a very bad singer. Anyway, any letter of the alphabet which is not a vowel. Vowel, A, E, I, O, U. Consonant, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, P, Q, Z. Okay, these are examples of consonants. So, V and W. V and W. These two sounds are pretty similar, and it's easy to confuse them. It's easy to mix them up. That means this one instead of this one instead of this one. So after this lesson, I hope you will be able to easily remember which one is which about the pronunciation. Okay, so let's get started with how to make both sounds. So, watch my mouth carefully. The V sound is pronounced by touching the bottom lip to the top teeth. The bottom lip to the top teeth. Now, not like that. No, that's too much. Just touching it very lightly. It's important. Lightly means not like this. You don't have to kill yourself to do it. Lightly means very soft. When you say the V sound, every time you have to touch your bottom lip to your top teeth, okay? So it's like this. Can you see that? It's not very hard. And then when you make it, you let go the sound and bring your mouth and jaw down. V. V. The after sound is the same as E, the letter E, the long sound of E, the E sound. So the second part is like that. The first part is right here. You let it go and then go into E. V, V, V. Now, the basic sound is just V, 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 V. And it has slightly different sounds in different words. So let's go over a couple of examples. First one. Vibrate, vibrate. Be careful not to make the sound too hard. It shouldn't be vibrate, vibrate. That's too hard. It should be vibrate. If you know the meaning of vibrate, you should make your bottom lip vibrate very lightly. Vibrate means move very quickly, a little bit. So you make your bottom lip vibrate against your teeth. Vibrate, 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 vibrate. Okay? Now make sure that you don't do it the same as the F sound. The F sound is f, f. You also touch, but you need to, when you make the V sound, v, you need to add your voice. Okay? So, the next one, vine, vine, vine. The next one, stove, stove. Now, notice in this one, the V sound is the last sound of the word. Say one syllable word, and the V is the end of the word. So I don't add V at the end. It's the last sound, right? So be careful not to add V after the V sound. So you don't want to say stove, stove. This is not correct. It should just be stove, stove. Now I know that you can't hear the V very clearly, but that's okay. That's okay. As long as you make sure you do make the sound, it is correct. Stove, stove, stove. Be careful not to say stove. Okay? Next one. Move, 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 move. Again, be careful not to say move. That would be too strong, and that would be two syllables. We don't want to say move because it's a one-syllable word. Move. So I'll go through these once quickly. Again, vibrate, vine, stove, move. Vibrate, vine, stove, move. So practice these over and over. One thing you can do to practice is make a sentence with a lot of V words, both the beginning and the end sound, maybe in the middle as well, and practice saying the sentence quickly many, many times. We'll do some different exercises for pronunciation later in the course. Okay, now we move on to the W sound. The W sound, okay? The second letter here, this one. So we've talked about V. Now, W is actually more difficult than V. V is pretty simple. V comes from your teeth, right? And you voice the sound. The sound comes from the base, the back of your throat, and comes through your teeth. So W is a little bit tough because you have to be very, very careful to make sure that the sound comes from the right place. You can have your mouth in the right place, but still say the letter, the sound, wrong. Let me give you an example of the wrong pronunciation. Let's do like this word. Let's do this word here. Okay. This is incorrect, okay? So don't remember this. This is wrong. Ood. Ood. It's wrong. Everything about my mouth is right. So the mouth position is when you have your lips extended and very narrow. Extended and very narrow. Like that. Almost like a kiss. Okay? But when you make the sound, the last part, the last thing that actually makes the beginning of the sound that you need to do is to make sure that your lips actually do something. Your lips actually need to change the sound. And that's the last action you need to do to make the sound correctly. So if I say it the wrong way, ood, ood, my lips aren't really doing anything because I can also do this. Ood, ood, ood. And it's also almost the same, right? It's basically the same and wrong. So we need to make sure that there's a small action where your lips move a little bit forward and catch the sound coming out from your throat. If you hear a throat sound in the W, it's not right. It should be a sound that comes basically from here, right? It starts here and comes through here, and your lips need to actually change the sound. So this is correct. W, 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 w. So notice that I am still using my voice, but my lips are doing something here. My lips are catching the sound, and then I release the sound. Catch the sound and release the sound, like this. It's sort of like pushing it out with your lips. So you make sure that your mouth is really doing something. So the correct pronunciation of this word is wood. 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 Look at my mouth. Now, it's not the same for every word because some words might be like that. So it's not always wo, right? But the basic point is that you need to catch it with your lips, okay? Wood, ood. Wood, ood. Wood, ood. So you can see the second one is wrong, the first one is right, okay? All right, so let's do a couple of quick examples of the W sound in words, okay? So, in words, okay. Water, water, not water. I don't know how to make that sound. Water, water, okay? Water. Now, some people will say water, water with a D sound to make it faster, and I guess that's okay. Words. Words, 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 words. Again, releasing the W sound. It's like you're pushing it out with your lips. Okay, the next one. Wives, wives. Now, I am touching my bottom lip on my teeth when I make the V sound. Wives, wives. It's very fast. I'm not saying wives, wives, but I am doing it. Quickly, wives, wives, wives. Okay, the next one. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, the next one, mower, mower, mower. Now let me just add one here for comparison so you can see the difference between this one and the V sound. M-O-V-E-R. I'll do 1 and 2. Okay? Mower, mover, mower, mover, mower, mover, mower, mover, mower, mover. Okay, so practice that back and forth, and you can give yourself the feeling of the difference between the V and the W sound. You can also do it for wives, right? Wives, wives, saying it quickly. But I think mower and mover is a better way to practice the two because they look the same except for this one sound difference, W and V. Okay, so for the V and the W sounds, just keep in mind that while the difference is small, it is very important to make sure to do both of them perfectly. Okay, so you have to make sure you catch the basic point for each one. For the V sound, make sure you're touching your lip to your teeth every time, even if you say it quickly. For the W sound, make sure that you close your mouth and that your lips catch the word and then release the word or let it go. Okay? Now, I want to make sure that you remember that you don't always have to focus on these. It should sound very natural when you're speaking them in words, these two sounds. So I was making them very clear to you. For example, when I said mower, were, I focused on the W sound. But when I'm speaking very quickly, I will do that sound also very quickly, right? I got the mower from the garage. I got the mower from the garage. I got the mower from the garage. Mower from the garage. So I'm still doing it correctly, but I'm doing it very fast, okay? So you don't have to, whenever you say this sound, say, I got the mower from the garage. That doesn't sound natural. So you have to master the sound and then speed it up and make it more natural, make it soft. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to be looking at some more consonant sounds. We're going to be looking at TH, S, and Z.